Have you ever said something out loud, half joking, like, "Of course this would happen to me," and then watched it happen exactly like that? Almost like the universe was taking notes. Well, my friend, it was. The universe is always taking notes. And today, I'm going to give you one single word that, when you understand it and start using it on purpose, can completely change what the universe writes down about you. Before I get into that, I want to tell you about something that pairs beautifully with everything we're covering today. We put together an ebook called Command and Manifest. It's designed to walk you through your entire manifestation journey, step by step, in plain language, no fluff, no mystical mumbo-jumbo you need a dictionary for. If you've ever felt like you understand the ideas but don't know how to actually apply them day to day, this ebook is for you. The link is right there in the description below. Go ahead and grab it, because what we talk about today is going to make so much more sense once you have that framework sitting right there with you. Now, let's talk about your struggle. And I want you to know, I see it. I really do. You've watched the videos. You've read the books. You know you're supposed to think positive. You know you're supposed to believe. You've written your affirmations on sticky notes and put them on your mirror, your fridge, your steering wheel. You've said, "I am abundant," while looking at a bank balance that says otherwise. You've smiled through gritted teeth, saying, "Everything is working out for me," while everything, very much, was not working out for you. And then, nothing happened. Or worse, the opposite happened. The bill you were trying to manifest away got bigger. The relationship you were trying to manifest into your life stayed quiet. The job offer never came. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a little voice whispered, "See, this stuff doesn't work. It's just nice words for people who already have everything." I want you to know that voice is lying to you. But I also want you to know why it feels true. Because here's the secret nobody tells you when you start this journey. Affirmations without command are just wishes wearing a costume. They sound powerful, they feel hopeful, but underneath, they're still asking. And the universe doesn't respond to asking the way you think it does. It responds to expectation. It responds to certainty. It responds to the energy behind the words, not just the words themselves. So here is your word. Are you ready? It's a short one. It's is. Now stay with me, because I know that sounds almost too simple, maybe even silly. Is? That's the secret. But think about how you usually talk to the universe. You say, "I want, I hope, I wish, please let, I'm trying to." Every single one of those phrases puts whatever you want out in front of you, at a distance, in the future, separate from you. It's like standing outside a house, knocking on the door, and saying, "I really hope someone lets me in someday," versus walking up, turning the handle, and saying, "I live here." Is the language of someone who already lives there. I am healthy. I am provided for. My business is thriving. My relationship is loving and supportive. Not will be, not I hope it becomes. Is. Present tense. Right now. Already true on some level, even if your eyes haven't caught up yet. Here's why this matters so much. And I'm going to give you a simple way to understand it. No physics degree required. Think of your mind like a movie projector, and your life like the screen. For years, most of us have been sitting in the theater, watching the screen, and reacting to whatever is playing on it. Bills, drama, disappointments, frustrations. We react to the screen as if the screen is the only reality, the boss, the thing in charge. We forget there's a projector running this whole show, and that projector is our consistent, repeated, emotionally charged thoughts and words. When you say, "I want money," over and over, with that little undertone of lack, of "I don't have it," guess what film you're loading into the projector? A film called Lack. And lack is going to keep playing on your screen, because that's the reel you put in. But when you say, "Money is flowing to me easily and unexpectedly," I am provided for in surprising ways. Even before your bank account agrees with you, you're changing the film. You're loading a new reel. It might take a little while for the new picture to show up on the screen. Projectors aren't instant. There's a little lag, but the picture will change to match the new film. It has to. That's how projectors work. This is also why so many people get frustrated and quit right before their breakthrough. They change the reel. They start saying is statements. And for a few days, the screen still shows the old movie, old bills, old worries, old patterns. And they think, see, nothing's different. And they go back to the old script of, I never get anything I want. Please don't do that to yourself. The lag is normal. The lag is not failure. The lag is just lag. Now, I know some of you are sitting there thinking, okay, but how do I say is about something that very clearly is not currently true? Won't I just feel like I'm lying to myself? And that, my friend, is the most important question in this entire video. So let's slow down right here. You're not lying. You're choosing which truth you're going to feed. Here's a little framework I want you to hold on to. Everything that currently exists started as something that did not exist yet in the physical sense, but it did exist as an idea, a feeling, a decision first. The chair you're sitting on, someone imagined it before it was built. The relationship you're in, if you're in one, started as two people deciding, somewhere inside themselves, yes, this. The business that's thriving today was, at some point, just a stubborn person saying this is going to work, while everyone around them said this is not going to work. So when you say, I am healthy, while you're not feeling your best, you are not denying the cough or the ache. You are speaking to the deeper truth, the truth of your design, your potential, your natural state. Your body's natural state is health. Disease is the disruption. So saying, I am healthy, isn't a lie about your symptoms. It's the truth about your blueprint. You're just choosing to talk to the blueprint instead of talking to the symptom. Same with money. Saying, I am wealthy, doesn't mean you're claiming your wallet currently has $1 million in it, and anyone who checks will see it. It means you're aligning yourself with the truth that you are a being designed to be supported, to be provided for, to have more than enough. You're speaking to your design, not your current display. I like to imagine the universe as an incredibly literal, incredibly obedient, slightly overworked assistant. This assistant does not editorialize. It does not say, are you sure? It does not say, but look at your bank account, sweetheart. It just hears the dominant, repeated, emotionally backed instruction and gets to work on it. If you keep saying, I never have enough, the assistant writes that down as the instruction and starts arranging your day, your thoughts, your choices, even your luck to match never enough. If you start saying, with feeling, I always have enough and more is on its way, the assistant erases the old instruction and starts working on the new one. Now, here's where the humor comes in, because I think we can all laugh at ourselves a little here. How many of us have, in the same 5-minute span, said, I am wealthy and abundant, and then immediately followed it with, I can't believe how broke I am. Can you even imagine? That's like ordering a salad and then leaning over to whisper, actually bring me the burger to the kitchen. The poor assistant doesn't know which order to make. You confused the kitchen. No wonder the food, or in this case, the manifestation, takes forever to arrive or arrives mixed up. So step 1, and this is where I want you to actually do something, not just nod along. Step 1 is this. I want you to think of one area of your life where you've been using I want, or I wish, or I'm trying to language. Just one. Maybe it's money, maybe it's love, maybe it's your health, your weight, your career, your living situation. Got it? Good. Now, right now, pause this video if you need to, and rewrite that sentence using is. Not, I will be confident. Try, I am confident. Not, I wish I had more clients. Try, my business is attracting wonderful clients right now. Not, I hope I meet someone. Try, I am in a loving, joyful relationship. Or if that feels too big a leap, I am open and ready, and the right person is on their way to me right now. I want you to say it out loud. Yes, out loud. Even if you're wearing headphones on a bus and people are looking at you, let them look. They're probably manifesting something boring like, I hope this bus is on time, and you're over here rewriting your entire life. Say your new is statement out loud 3 times, and notice how it feels in your body. Does it feel like a stretch? Good. A little stretch is fine. It means you're growing into it. Does it feel like an outright impossible lie that makes you want to laugh bitterly? Then back it up just slightly, until it feels like a stretch instead of a snap. I am a millionaire might snap if you're currently figuring out how to afford groceries. But money comes to me easily, and my income is growing might stretch nicely. Stretch, don't snap. We're doing yoga for your beliefs here, not extreme gymnastics. Now, I promised you a call to action, something small and immediate, and here it is. In case you skipped ahead, slow down, friend. This part matters. For the next 24 hours, I want you to become aware of every single time you use want, wish, hope, need, or try in connection with something important to you. You don't have to fix it every time. Just notice it. Notice it the way you'd notice a typo in a text message. Oh, there it is again. That awareness alone starts loosening its grip. And then, at least 3 times today, I want you to consciously choose an is statement instead. Out loud if you can, in your head if you can't. My day is going smoothly. Good things are coming to me easily. I am exactly where I need to be, even if I don't fully see why yet. That's it. That's the action. Small, doable, and yet, if you actually do it, you're going to start training that obedient little universal assistant to take new instructions. And like any good assistant, once it gets used to your new tone, it starts anticipating your requests before you even finish them. Now, I do want to address something because I know somebody watching this is thinking, okay, but what if I say, I am wealthy, and then something happens that very clearly contradicts that, like an unexpected expense? Here's the thing, and I say this with so much love, unexpected expenses and unexpected income are both just things showing up unexpectedly. The universe doesn't actually distinguish between this came easily and this is a problem. You do with your reaction. So when something unexpected happens, instead of immediately collapsing into, see, the universe hates me, I knew this is stuff was nonsense, try this instead. Say, interesting, something moved, money is moving in my life. Let's see where it moves to next, because money loves to move toward me. I know. That might sound like spinning straw into gold with sheer attitude, but attitude is exactly the ingredient we're working with here. The facts of your life are somewhat negotiable based on the meaning you assign them, and the meaning you assign them becomes the next instruction you hand to the universe. Let's talk for a moment about why this one little word, is, carries so much weight, in a way that ties back to that ebook I mentioned earlier, Command and Manifest. In it, we go much deeper into how your spoken word acts almost like a legal contract with the universe, how the words you use aren't just descriptions of your reality, they're often the architects of it. Is statements are like signing a contract that says, this is already in effect, versus want and wish statements, which are more like applications. Applications that go into a pile, a very big pile, with a lot of other applications. And sometimes that pile takes a while to get through. When you speak in is, you skip the application pile. You're not applying for the life you want. You're moving into it, rent already paid, furniture already arranged, just waiting for the rest of you, your circumstances, your screen, to catch up and match the address you've already moved to. I also want to gently address the people who are thinking, but isn't this just lying to myself? Isn't this denial? There's a difference between denial and what we're doing here, and it's an important one. Denial says, this bad thing isn't happening, la la la, I can't hear you. What we're doing says, this current situation is temporary, and is not the truth of who I am or what I'm capable of, and I am choosing to speak from my truth, not my temporary circumstance. One is closing your eyes. The other is looking past what's right in front of you to what's coming. Think about a farmer in late winter. The fields look dead. Nothing is growing. If the farmer said, well, the fields are dead, I guess that's just how it is, I am a farmer with dead fields forever. That farmer would never plant anything, and the fields would, indeed, stay dead. But a wise farmer looks at those same dead-looking fields and says, "This soil is fertile. This land is going to produce a harvest." Is that denial? The fields certainly don't look like a harvest right now, but the farmer is speaking to the truth of the soil's potential, not the current appearance of the field. And then, crucially, the farmer plants seeds, statements, and tends them, daily action, and the harvest comes. You are the farmer. Your words are the seeds. Your current circumstances are just this week's weather. Weather changes. Soil potential doesn't. So, let's bring this all together, because I want you walking away from this video with something solid, not just warm feelings that evaporate by lunchtime. 1. Notice your want, wish, hope, need, and try language. You don't have to be perfect, just aware. 2. Replace it with is language, present tense, true to your design, even if not yet true to your display, and stretch, don't snap. 3. Say it out loud with feeling, at least a few times a day, especially in that gap right when you wake up and right before you fall asleep. Those are prime times. The universal assistant is extra attentive then. 4. When unexpected things happen, choose the meaning you assign them. You are not just a passenger reacting to the movie, you're sitting at the projector too. And 5. Be patient with the lag. The reel has changed even if the screen hasn't caught up yet. Don't rip the new reel out just because the old picture is still finishing its last few frames. If you want a structured, simple way to apply all of this, day by day, with exercises, sample is, statements for money, love, health, career, and more, plus deeper insight into how to talk to the universe so it actually listens. That's exactly what Command and Manifest was built for. It's our ebook, it's in the description below, and honestly, think of it as your personal handbook for becoming someone who commands their reality instead of just hoping for scraps of it. Go grab it. It really does pair beautifully with everything we've covered today. Before you go, I want you to do one thing for me, right now, in the comments. I want you to write your one is statement, the one you came up with earlier, the one for the area of your life you're ready to shift. Just write it. I am, and finish it. Not for me, for you. Because writing it down is another way of telling the universe, yes, I meant that. Put it in writing. Make it official. And when you scroll through the comments later and see hundreds of other people's is statements, you'll feel something wonderful. You're not doing this alone. There's a whole community of people right now training their own universal assistants, rewriting their own scripts, one little word at a time. If this video shifted something for you, even just a little click in your mind, do me a favor and subscribe and turn on notifications, because we've got so much more of this coming. More frameworks, more simple shifts, more ways to work with the universe instead of against it. And share this with someone who's been stuck saying, I wish, for way too long. They might need this word today. Remember, my friend, you are not asking life for permission. You are the one who decides what is true for you, starting now. So go on, speak it, claim it, and then watch with a little smile as life rearranges itself to agree with you. I'll see you in the next one.